Oh gosh, no, this video's not spiteful. What are you talking about? This is not a video where I'm just gonna use it as an opportunity to criticize the Vancouver Canucks management again. No, absolutely not. This is just a video talking about a guy in Detroit who is doing extraordinarily well and who is kind of breaking my own personal mold as to what he is, you know? Because when it comes to this player we're talking about here, on the Detroit Red Wings, a right-handed defenseman, 27-year-old Troy Stecher, things have been very good for him lately. And honestly, I think this season in Detroit is probably like the best thing that could have happened to this guy, just from the point of view of a hockey fan who is watching these guys and who is, quite honestly, a big fan of these players and their profiles, etc. So today I wanted to explore Troy Stecher a little bit more, talk about his analytical profile, what exactly he has been doing out there, how he's played, and at the very end, I guess we can go ahead and start making fun of Vancouver because, yeah, kind of have to do that here. It comes with the territory. I was sarcastic in the intro. Wow, how about that? What a big surprise. But before we get into that, hey, thank you to those in the previous Red Wings video who commented Lions. I know it's kind of funny how that one worked out because there indeed is a football team, the Detroit Lions, and it served as a very easy application port for our entire Lions subtext as well. So stick around to the end of this video for a chance to be featured in the next Detroit Red Wings video for today's comment section keyword. But today, as we said, we are talking about Troy Stecher, a Vancouver Canucks former player, a guy who honestly does have a really big spot in my heart because when it comes to Troy Stecher, just to go off on a little tangent here, I've said this before, but I want to say it again. The very first video I made on this YouTube channel for hockey news-related things, and I'm saying it like that because the first video on this channel is actually a video game video. It's Burnout Paradise. We had years worth of video game videos, Call of Duty, Burnout, Blacklight Retribution, and all that other stuff. We had that for years, but the first time this YouTube channel uploaded a video talking about actual NHL news, it was the signing of Troy Stecher in Vancouver. And that video was kind of what kickstarted this entire project here, where we make videos talking about things that go on in the league, where we discuss NHL topics and we talk about prospects and rumors and trades and all that stuff. That all started with Troy Stecher back in 16? And as a result, the entire evolution of this YouTube channel and the discussions we have about hockey can be traced all the way back to Troy Stecher. And it's because I was so excited that day the Vancouver Canucks signed him that I wanted to make a video about it so bad because I was so hyped. I thought it was so cool because Stecher at that time was finishing up his junior year at the University of North Dakota. He was a former Penticton V, so that's just a highway away here in Vancouver. He was a former Richmond Blues guy. I have so many friends right now who've played in the Blues system as well. So Troy Stecher was a near and dear guy to my heart, quite literally because he grew up in this community. And he was playing in North Dakota with Brock Boeser, a guy whom Canucks fans also very much loved. So when Stecher signed with his hometown team and decided to come back home, back across the border to Vancouver, it got me super excited. And my excitement is probably half the entire reason why I make videos today. It's my full-time job now, and, you know, I'm super lucky to be in a position where I'm not affected by the stay-at-home lockdown orders. Financially speaking, I still have employment that I give out to myself, and I'm legally bound to making these videos to keep the business running because this is my job. It's the best job I've ever had, I'll say that. And so for Troy Stecher, the guy who kind of started it all, seeing him go over to the Detroit Red Wings in the offseason was heartbreaking. Not for the Red Wings fan inside me, I was actually kind of happy to see the Red Wings get a guy like Troy Stecher, but as a Vancouver Canuck guy, seeing how he was treated and seeing how everything turned out, hey, that was pretty bad. How everything went down, and I don't think we've actually made a video dissecting the entire Troy Stecher chronology as to how he left, but from what we have seen, apparently it was kind of ugly. So, we're talking about Stecher here today because yesterday, when the Detroit Red Wings ended up beating the Chicago Blackhawks in what was Jakub Vrana's first game with the team, where he scored a goal, by the way, We had a final score of 4-1 Detroit. It was a game where we saw ourselves a very good amount of passion and ability, and we saw a lot of great, exciting things out here. Of course, we noted Vrana scored a goal that was a breakaway that he had after exiting the penalty box for serving a too many men call, but man oh man, just seeing how things went down. Great for Red Wings fans over here. Obviously, we said it the entire time, it's about the small victories. And one of the small victories came in the form of Troy Stecher, who scored not one, but two very nice goals. The first one, okay, I said nice, it was terrible. He kind of just enters the zone and takes a long clapper from the blue line. It's along the ice, and it goes off of Lankinen's stick, and it pops over his shoulder and into the net. Terrible goal. Absolutely terrible goal, but hey, Troy Stecher, he'll take that. He doesn't score too many goals anyway. You gotta celebrate him when they do happen, right? But next up, though, hey, it's Vladislav Namestnikov, who takes the puck in with some speed. He centers it back to the left point for Danny DeKeyser, who goes up, he skates forward, he kind of looks and surveys the ice, and he spots one man in a red sweater coming right over to the back door on the right side. Guess what? It's Troy Stecher pinching down from the point. He gets the pass on the forehand, pulls it over to the backhand, open cage on Lankinen, and boom goes the dynamite. 2 goals in the game for Troy Stecher. Fantastic performance by him. We noted earlier in the year how Stecher and Stahl is legitimately the best pairing in the NHL when it comes to expected goals against per 60 minutes or whatever it was. But hey, that was just the defensive side of things. Now Stecher's getting out there on the board, as he now has 11 total points in 34 games played. 3 goals on the matter as well. It's interesting because this is actually the same amount of production as he had with the Vancouver Canucks in 2018 when he had 11 points in 68 games played. Last year he had 17 in 69, and if he continues on this pace, playing for the Red Wings, who don't really get out too many goals anyway, he's actually going to break it by a lot. If you do 11 divided by 34 multiplied out by 82, you have yourselves what is a point pace for 27 points on the year in a full season, which would be his career high. Again, it's weird because he's done that on Detroit, who haven't scored as many goals as Vancouver did before, which is also kind of why I was really happy for Detroit to get this guy, because I honestly did thoroughly believe that he had himself a lot more to give if you gave himself more opportunities. But I saw a tweet on Twitter yesterday from Cody Severson. You guys might know him. He is on the Creasecast, and he also does the Comets Harvest as well. He posted the screenshot of the Vancouver Canucks and their overall point race, and how Troy Stecher is legitimately a better producer than almost every single person here. Now, Stecher has 11 points. Pearson has 11 points. So does Nate Schmidt. Jordy Ben, hey, he's got less than Stecher at 9. Sutter, 8. Mott, Gaudette, Edler, Beagle, Virtanen, and Roussel. These guys all are underproducing compared to Troy Stecher. And to make matters worse, these are the guys who make more money than Stecher. Pearson, Schmidt, Ben, Sutter, Edler, Beagle, Virtanen, Roussel, Louis Eriksson, of course that's the easy target over there. But this kind of cements the point even further, that when you take a look at the Vancouver Canucks and the way they prioritized their offseason, decisions were made, and I think we're starting to unravel even more that some of those decisions were wrong. Because let's face it, the Canucks had a whole bunch of money tied up in the guys. They didn't have the cap space to sign Stecher. You just traded Jordy Ben for a 6th-round pick. He's got 9 points in 31 games this season. As a guy who honestly hasn't really looked all too great, Troy Stecher's looking fine in Detroit right now. He's outproducing Jordy Ben. Could you not have just traded Ben for a 6th earlier in the year if you wanted to say, okay, who would be better to keep on our squad, Stecher or Ben? We have to have a conversation here. Stecher's expiring. Is he better than any of these guys that we're going to have on our lineup instead? Who knows? Like, I know Nate Schmidt has been good this year. He's been honestly a lot better than his production would indicate. But still, he's making significantly more than Stecher. Alex Edler's got 6 points this year, which is honestly quite incredible. Like, I cannot believe how big of a drop-off Alex Edler has had production-wise from last season to this year. Absolutely crazy how that guy has completely fallen off the map. But regardless, I think the point has been made here that Troy Stecher was an absolutely great, valuable signing here for the Detroit Red Wings, and we're seeing more and more as the games go on and as the Red Wings start putting together some more wins that, hey, these guys that you sign for cheap, They're not just cheap on Detroit, man. They're cheap, period. Stecher making $1.7 million AAV until 2022 is a steal for right now. And the fact that he's playing with a guy like Stahl, who wasn't even traded because of how all right he has looked, makes things a lot better, I would think. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps up this commentary here. If you're a Red Wings fan, talk to me in the comments about Danny DeKeyser for a chance to be featured in the next Red Wings video. I'm thinking of DeKeyser because he's the guy who sent the pass over to Stecher for his second goal on the night. Very nice pass, by the way. But also, besides just saying Danny DeKeyser, talk to me in the comments what you think about Stecher this year, how he has played and all that. If you're a Canucks fan, I'm sorry. I know I love the Vancouver Canucks, and I know you do too. It's just, there are so many opportunities to criticize this management and their decisions, man. So whenever I see them, you know, it's not easy to hold myself back, you know. So talk to me in the comments if you think I enjoyed this Visage Rolls 99. And bye.